Well, as millions of Americans prepare to jet off for their holiday vacations, airlines and industry groups are warning they might not even be able to land some planes. Some carriers are having trouble getting ready for a 5G switchover by the July 1 deadline. And Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is warning travelers they could run into major problems this summer. Dennis Tajer is an American Airlines pilot and spokesman for the Allied Pilots Association. Dennis, great to have you on. It's confusing, so I want to put this graphic up there. This is frequency ranges, and what the deal here is that when you have this 5G stuff near airports, it interferes, right? It kind of gets in the way of the frequencies used by the radio altimeters, and of course you need those to land the planes, especially in bad weather. What's your concern here, Dennis?
Well, this is a safety concern. You're right. The radio altimeter provides critical information close to the ground. So what the FAA is saying, and through Secretary Buttigieg, which is quite shocking, is that, hey, this deadline's coming, and if you don't have the airplanes equipped to deal with the signal interference, then there's going to be some implications on you. He talked about reliability. I fly at American Airlines. Fortunately, our mainline aircraft of all have the new type of radio altimeters or protection. Delta has disclosed that up to almost 200 of their airplanes do not have that protection. JetBlue has a handful, and the international carriers have registered their opposition to this deadline. The key to this is there are like 17 systems on my airplane that can be affected, and it's on a clear sunny day. This information, how far you are from the ground, runs into our computer system. It affects our thrust levers. It affects the collision avoidance system, terrain avoidance, wind shear, thrust reversers, all the way down to landing. I get in all the technicalities, but the bottom line is, what is the rush on this? This is about safety, and safety should not be rushed, and we're not sure why this deadline is being maintained. All I can say is that it seems like this phone is more important than the wings I have on my chest, and that's wrong. We're more concerned.
And they keep fighting it. I just want to put this other graphic up to give people an idea. They keep fighting this, but the big concern that when I was reading through this is this radio anomaly might not be noticed by you or other pilots until their planes are at very low altitudes, and that's trouble.
Boy, you nailed it. That's exactly when the radio altimeter is doing its work, below 3,000 feet, close to the ground, at critical moments. And even the FAA says there are safety implications to flying an aircraft that is infected by this signal disparity. So it's a big deal. The good news is most airplanes are settled, but there are 1,000 out there, the FAA said, that are not compliant. And we as pilots now have to deal with these erroneous indications. If your aircraft, if you're on one like at Delta, that this could happen. And I'd like to add too, the smaller airplanes, regional affiliates, we don't know how many of those are not modernized to handle this. Right. So they're worried about quickly downloading videos. I'm concerned about safely downloading passengers.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's a very good slogan. Forget the videos, download the passenger safely on the runway. Dennis Tajer, thank you.
Thank you.